repeating it. We are repeating it. We are believing in. It's time for us to shift our mind from best in the world to best for the world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. It creates a new world to mind a shift, intentionality, perceptuality, conceptuality. We are choosing to shift our mind to best for the world, best for our world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional.
Good morning, everyone. It's Roland here out in the woods, and I have planned to meet up with my friend Petra, who will take me and you on a guided experience tour in the woods this morning, where we will sort of experience the nature with, I guess, all of our senses. So I'll just go and have a look and see if I can find her. Ah, there she is. Wow. I think I'll show you a little bit more of the nature here. So I'll turn my camera around. There we go. Look. Beautiful, huh? It's a very quiet, nice Sunday morning. First Sunday with daylight savings time of this year. All right, I've got to be careful here so I don't slip. Whoops. Almost stripped. All right. Maybe down here. Slippery slope. You hear the birds? Wow. Okay. Well, let's see if I can make it up on Petra's rock here.
Hello.
Hello there, my friend.
You can walk up there.
Okay. Let's see if I can find a way up.
You just go, you come there or behind.
All right.
Behind it's easier,
Okay.
as you have to walk with the camera.
Yep. I'm sort of limited to using just one arm or hand. Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Hello, Roland. Welcome.
Hello, Petra. Thank you.
So good to have you here in the forest.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let me just check your microphone there.
Yes, we can.
It seems to be on.
Maybe.
Just turn the volume up a bit. That should do it, I
Can
think.
you hear me?
Okay,
Okay.
so
Welcome.
here we are.
Here we are in this beautiful forest, just awaiting for the spring. Soon all these leaves will be very green. Yes, welcome. Do you want me to present myself?
Sure. Who
Yes.
are you and what are you doing in the forest?
I'm Petra Lindlum, and I'm a Gestalt therapist, and I'm also an actress. And I have a big passion for nature. And I've also been working with garden therapy. So I used to take people on walks, and kind of this, I call this awareness walks, where we walk with our senses. Because it has a big effect on our health, and it also just feels very nice. And yeah, this is what I'm gonna take you on a trip like that.
Yeah.
And I want to say to these people who are listening that they can either walk with us and look at the picture that you will send them on your camera, or they can put on their shoes and take on a jacket and follow my instructions, but in their surroundings.
Yeah. Walk along.
Walk along, yes.
Yeah.
So we can
Fantastic.
talk a little here, and then so they have
Let's do
time to put on the.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I'll just show them the view again here around.
Do that.
All the big trees. And the sun is coming through the clouds. And the birds are awake, of course.
The crow.
Yeah, even the crow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your relation to the forest?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I ever since I was a little child, I've been outdoors a lot.
Yeah.
My parents were they were both teachers. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with this, but we were always outside on picnics and the weekends and so on. And I guess I sort of developed some kind of relationship to nature and the forest. And you mentioned that this is really good for our health, and I think that's easy to believe, even if you don't quite maybe understand how it works or something, but you can just feel that you feel more relaxed, you feel connection to everything. And of course the beauty. I'm also a photographer, so I like to take pictures out in the nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. And of course, different
there are
seasons.
some scientific explanations. Shall I tell them now or later?
Yeah, sure. That's interesting.
Now, okay. Or maybe after.
Okay.
I prefer to do after.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. But I can tell you that so they have all the jackets and everything, that I'm born in a town in Malmö, but my father is from up north, and I really love the forest. And I think I was about 25 when I noticed that, because sometimes I felt lonely, but when I was in the forest, I didn't. And yes, and now we are here on a big stone. Have you seen the stone?
Yeah.
It's a big rock.
Part of it's a rock.
Rock, yeah. It's very long. And maybe we can go to that rock over there.
Let's see if I can get a bit close to the edge here, and
yeah, we can just stand here also.
You can have a nice view of it.
Yeah. And I was sick when I was 27, and then I was seriously sick. And then when I got well, I had a really big longing for rocks. And I lived in Denmark at that time, and there are no rocks. so I planned a journey to Dalarna, north of Sweden and middle of Sweden. And we went up there, and then I find some big rocks to sit on. And I think it was this feeling that really the ground had been shaken under me in this sickness.
Mm.
And a rock is so steady and has been through so many things. So it has seen really much. So for a moment now, when you're standing there, you're standing on this big rock.
Mm.
So just feel the stone. And just stand still and take a breath. And just feel the age of the stone. And just imagine for a second how many things it has seen. How the landscape has changed over and over again. And it's still there. Maybe covered with moss, but it's still there. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. It's something about time and age and so on. I often think that trees get old, that they get to see a lot and experience everything. But from the perspective of a rock, the trees just come and go like, I don't know, birds or anything.
They're babies.
Babies
Yes.
come and go.
Yes.
But the rock is really solid and stable. And
yes.
But not even the rock is eternal,
No,
of course.
No.
This has been here for a long time, I'm sure, but not forever.
No.
At one point, it was different here, of course.
No. So, I feel young standing on a rock. That's very nice. That's very nice.
Me too.
Okay.
Very nice. So
now I think they have put on their shoes and jackets.
Yes.
So let's go.
Yeah. Take it away.
So we start now. So just walk. Be aware of your breath. And let the breath change as it wants to change. Maybe you feel like taking a big breath or deep breath or and find your speed of the day, your rhythm today. I follow you.
Okay, so I was a little bit on my way down, but then again I changed my mind because I see this fantastic rock shape.
But Roland,
whoops!
I sorry to interrupt you. You will focus on the sight, but now it's just focus on the rhythm and your breath.
Oh, okay. Bye for now. So I can try to explain a little bit about what happens here with me and in me, maybe.
Yes.
I almost slipped and fell, and then immediately my whole body was sort of tense and reacted to that. My breath changed dramatically. That was quite interesting, actually. I guess I was put in some kind of alert, and I managed not to fall.
And how is it now?
It worked. Now I'm more calm again.
How is your speed? Do you want to walk quicker or slower?
Now this is a good speed.
This is a good speed.
It's a morning speed, and I want to sort of experience as much as possible.
Very good. And now continue to walk and focus on the sight. On the sight, on everything you see. Take like snapshots with your eyes and go with your curiosity. So look around, walk, And if you see something that attracts you, go there and look at it. And I suggest you in the beginning just go with your camera, and then you can start to explain after some time.
Okay.
And we are going that direction. So you
So the general direction is this way. Okay.
and breathe.
And breathe.
Snapshots with the eyes. And really go with your curiosity. Now you can, if you want to share with the listeners.
Yeah, I was sort of drawn to this little site here where 2 branches have fallen, I assume. And they're now standing like a cross. And I wonder if that's how they fell or if someone actually put them there. And here's another one. Is that the same? No, it's a third one. All right. I'm starting to think someone put them here.
Just see if you can stay most with your senses, with the sight.
So there was an interesting pattern anyway that I noticed. Looking this way, all the tree trunks, the big trees.
Can you see the little, like a grotta? I don't know what it's. A cave. Yeah,
almost,
over there.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow. I also noticed that some trees have more of the green moss than others.
Can you see this tree here? It is the big tree, and then they have gone. It's a branch, and then have gone back to the tree.
Let me go closer so you can see that. Hopefully.
And now the trees are moving. Can you see?
Yeah, the wind starts to pick up. So we're still.
So this is a good time. We continue, but now you go to your hearing.
Oh, okay.
And breathe all the time, and we can just explore what do you hear, far away and close.
While I walk or while I stand still?
You can do both.
Okay, let me start by just standing then and listening. Now the first thing I notice is the wind in the tree tops. Some distant birds.
The tree sound is really amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Sort of a low frequency song.
And there are different pitches.
Yeah. And of course, just look how they move again.
Yeah. But concentrate on your hearing. The teacher says.
The teacher says, all right.
And there came another sound.
Yep, something different. Still the wind in the trees, but quite different and from another direction, from right.
I hope the listeners can hear these nuances.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Was an interesting sound.
Yeah. Was that a woodpecker or was it a tree rubbing against another tree or something?
I think so. Or a tree just before cracking.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We might be in danger here.
Okay, let's go. let's continue.
Okay, I will now listen
We can
while
walk.
I walk.
Yeah.
The sounds from our feet in the leaves. Let me show you how the ground looks like. So it's a lot of leaves here from last year, and small branches and twigs. Now I will intentionally break one just for the noise, for the sound. And of course, this is also interesting. As soon as I focus on the sounds that are very close, like from our feet, I don't hear the other things any longer. Kicking autumn leaves.
Okay, let's go.
Let me get close with the microphone.
Okay, and breathe. And now we go to touch. So how does it feel to touch these branches, for example? And at the same time, go with your curiosity.
And this is the typical Christmas
maybe
tree needles, sort of, but they're not. Well, they are a bit sharp, but they're also quite soft.
yes. And there are like two ways, maybe many more, but at least two different way of feeling, like a scientific man or woman, like a researcher, or like more with your senses, how it affects you inside.
Okay.
And it's not, neither is wrong or right, but
I guess I did the scientific touch there first.
yeah.
But if I just hold it?
So how is it for you to feel that tree in your hand?
Yeah, I feel some kind of connection, like we're shaking hands almost.
I get us like grateful that I can feel this little sprinkle of life that is so alive and so full of nuances and yes. And here's a leaf. And maybe we can go to the moss. How is it to feel the moss on the stone? You can touch whatever where you are. Maybe you can touch with your chin, with cheek, with your chin. So how is it to touch the moss with your cheek and chin?
It's very, I don't know what to say really. It's calming, very much calming experience.
Okay, let's go to a tree to feel the bark.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a bit of a rough surface.
and go. I take your hand
Uh-huh.
and feel here.
Ah. Okay, so from up here, it's quite rough and sharp, and then comes a little bit of moss again, and then more moss. And if I go further down, it gets softer and softer, and even on the roots here,
It's really
covered with moss. It's like grabbing.
and how the different types of moss, how they feel different. There are 3 types very close.
Mm. Yeah, I hope you can see the difference here. It's a darker one with some new, I don't know if you call it sprouts, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There are
And
3,
here's one.
3 different.
Yeah. Here's the third. Looks like
Ormbunkar.
exactly what I was about to say. I don't know what they're called in English.
No. And then feel the leaves. How is it to feel this?
Mm-hmm. You can just help them to decompose. A little bit. Hey, it's spring now. You're supposed to be you're supposed to be gone soon. Or
Yeah. But, and how is it just to walk on the ground? Put your feet to step. Every step you take.
mm-hmm. I'm not showing you my steps.
Okay. And now
It's quite soft.
Yeah.
Sometimes very soft, where it's a lot of leaves. Probably here in this little, hole here. Lots of leaves. And then up a little
here's
bit
a good
less.
place. Now go to your smell. And what do you smell here?
I guess right now is just mainly fresh air, I would say, but there is a very subtle smell of, I guess, woods. I can't say exactly where it comes from or what it is, but
Okay, now I invite you to my favorite. This is what I love the most.
okay.
So now put your nose right into the moss. Or
Okay. Here we go. let's see if you can see this. Ooh. Oh. I try a different type of moss.
yeah, this was very, very wet, but it was
Yeah. Here's a slightly different type on the same rock. Fantastic. And it has a different smell, actually.
okay.
Slightly different.
Yes, it is, and it's not so strong. It's less strong.
Yeah, fantastic. This I really recommend to all the viewers to try.
Yes,
And
me too.
probably good when it's a bit moist or even wet.
Yeah, I think now is the high time of the moss.
Yeah.
Because it's wet and it's winter, and it shows as it's also a delight for the eyes with all this green. Okay.
I know we're on the smell sense, but I get a bit curious on this one here.
Yes.
Someone has had a good meal here. Do you know if this is done by a squirrel or a bird or?
No, but I
No.
think a squirrel.
Hmm.
There are a lot of them here in the
Yeah.
forest. I didn't even know that the birds also ate this.
Maybe not like this. I know they eat the seeds that are sort of hidden inside.
Hmm.
But the squirrels, they
Yes.
just munch the whole thing, it seems.
Okay, but we have
Sorry?
one sense left.
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 All right.
And that's the taste.
Oh,
So is there something you dare to taste? So,
yes. I
for example,
this one here, absolutely. Yeah.
they didn't come still this
It's a bit early for
dish.
this year's
Mm.
version.
Wow. Mm. It's very good.
Wow.
Thank you. Little strong, but
Mm.
very. After some time, it gets bitter. But
Yeah.
the beginning, very, very.
Mhm. I take a couple of new ones. So this, maybe you don't see it now, but this is needles from the, I guess, pine tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds correct.
And it has a really,
Hmm.
really nice forest taste to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now I see
Anything else I can
times
taste?
flies, and so I was just want to ask you, take a time and how do you feel right now?
I feel relaxed and curious at the
Yeah.
same time. There's so much to explore here. Let me just switch the camera again. Just look at all the small rocks here. Yep, the guide is waving to me. We need to move. Mm. She has more stuff planned, apparently.
Yes, but this very often it happens to people. They get playful and curious,
Mhm.
and me too. I really enjoy it. I want to live and explore.
Yep.
And here, I don't know if it's a good idea, but one can walk. It could end with disaster.
Okay, should we try this? Yes, of course we should.
Okay.
Anything I need to... Oh, that is really mushy and soft. Look at this.
Yes.
I wonder how long time this has been laying down on the ground. Whoa.
I think it's risky because I think last year it was okay, but I'm afraid it will break.
I will take that risk
Okay.
for the entertainment. Ooh, it's slippery too, of course.
Maybe you can hold the pine tree.
Yeah. Hello, Pine. Can you lend me a hand? All right, now I go. Yep.
Okay.
I'm halfway over. And yes. Uh-oh.
Okay. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. Now, while we
Great.
walk,
Yes.
because I want to take you to the sea, but
Oh,
to the lake.
yeah,
But-
there's a lake around here somewhere.
But do you have some practical problem or obstacles in your life right now that you could share with us? Not something deep,
Yeah.
very deep, personal, but something that you could share with ease. But still, it's
Something I'm thinking about, or that might be an obstacle, except for these trees here. That's an obstacle, of course.
But It's beautiful here, isn't it?
It is. Just look at that little bit of.
Do you have some
Yeah.
obstacle? Okay, we can do like this. Find a place while we walk where you feel. Usually I get people out and they have some time to find a place where they feel, oh, here I feel at ease, or I feel energy, or I feel loved, or I just like it. It's beautiful. Just so on the way here, see if there's some place that attracts you and where you feel at ease. And then I will give you a little task.
Okay.
While coming there. Okay.
All right. So I'll find the spot first.
Yeah. It's a very easy thing, but it's actually.
Let's see.
Pretty powerful.
Okay. So many beautiful rocks here with moss.
So I invite you to walk with your belly, like see where you're drawn. And
yeah. So there seems to be something about this. The wall here, obviously man-made. Very old. So I'm gonna see if I can find a spot close to the wall somewhere to sit. Yeah, actually right here is good.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit down here. I'm gonna switch the camera again. All right.
Okay.
Okay, that was good.
So what do you see? Just notice and be aware of everything on this place.
It feels good to have something to lean towards, to sort of cover my back. And it was very calm and still. There is no wind down here, up in the treetops, obviously. Let me show you how it looks from my view again. So we have the wall, all the big rocks, smaller rocks. There's Petra and the wall. Okay.
Okay. Do you have any? This go very quick now. It's just to give a little smell of something, a little taste of something, because usually this takes much more time. But do you have a practical problem in your life, like?
Yeah, I guess well, we could try thinking, or whatever we were going to do, about my work.
Yes.
Actually, since I'm a photographer also.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about what type of photography I should do. I mentioned I, of course, love to take pictures of the nature and so on. But
so do you want to find a direction?
Yes, I want to find some kind of direction in that area.
So what's the problem? Obstacle?
Okay, let's say, well, it comes down to, I guess, money, some place or somewhere at the end.
So the lack of money.
Well, yeah, I guess. Or where is the money in photography? I guess that's.
So the problem, the obstacle is the lack of money.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Or whether I should sort of do work that I.
So I want you to be precise on what's the obstacle, not what you want to reach, but what's the obstacle.
Okay. Yeah, well, but we can try then. The lack of money.
The lack of money.
We can try that as an obstacle.
Okay, so and you feeling not paid, not
I could
feel-
add more
Yeah.
paid work, so to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah.
So you feel a little unworthy, or not unworthy, but unseen, or
Yeah, perhaps.
if you go deep to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look around.
Something like that.
Can you see some place here in this area where you can recognize the same patterns?
You mean sort of a pattern from my?
No, yes. It's maybe very difficult to do this. So I put you in a difficult situation now because this goes very quick.
That's all right. So patterns in what I see here, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah.
idea is,
Yeah, I mean, the obvious pattern is the sort of, let me show my hand here, the rounded shape of all the rocks with moss.
yeah,
So there's it's everywhere.
you see yourself, you can recognize this there.
Yeah, it's a pattern I see everywhere here, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what is we will be ready now. We will go, this is just to give a hint of something one can do. It goes a little too quick now, but
That's all
so
right.
what is the power in this rounded rocks? If you see,
I would say, okay, now I'm getting something. There is, because they're soft,
yeah,
but yet strong. I mean, they're not pointed. I don't even know
they're
what to say.
soft and yet strong.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough for now because we don't have I mean, it's not. And how can that relate to you with this problem? I just invite you to take this with you to your problem.
But it's a really, really good insight, actually.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Soft yet strong.
yes.
Yeah. That's how I want to be too.
Yes, and that you are.
All right. Now there's a lake.
Here's the
I can
lake.
see it.
So we can walk here and then we get to the lake and then we finish.
Yep.
So
Fantastic.
yeah,
I'll just show you the way.
there's a big rock there.
Oh yeah. There's a big guy.
And a tree.
I wonder who put it here. How did that?
Oh, that was Anna. Anna.
Okay, your friend.
Yes.
She did
So,
something.
yes.
Very strong.
Pretty strong. But okay, but how do you feel and how was that to do this?
Fantastic. As I said, I feel relaxed, but also inspired and curious. And yeah.
Yes, and even now we did it with the camera and you couldn't. It was impossible for you to completely relax and just go into yourself. So even though you feel these benefits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes. Have you showed the water?
Let's see if I can.
But no, don't go down because we.
No, we don't have time for that.
No.
I just want to show you the view. Maybe you hear the birds. Some kind of seabird or water bird. Some kind of wild goose.
Okay.
Okay.
But to wrap this little moment up, and maybe we can invite the listeners also, and I invite you to think of something that you want to call for, to welcome in your life this spring. So take a moment to.
Should we walk or stop?
We should walk because I'm aiming to arrive to place.
Okay, you're looking for the right spot for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we can go down to the water and stand on the rocks. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I don't know exactly how far it is, but it should be pretty close.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Oh yes, now I can explain this. What's happening when we go to our senses? What's very effective when we go to our senses, and why it's so healing, is because when we are in our senses, like feel, touch, sight, hearing, smell, we feel alive. And our head, our thoughts, our control system relax. So very often you said you feel young, like want to explore and so on.
Yeah.
And this when you go to your senses, we are going down here.
Down here is good.
Yes. And when your mind is put on pause and break, then your system can start to self-regulate. And your body, as some professors say at Alnarp University, that we have a deep in ourselves a center or power of health that wants health for our body. So when we relax and our mind is at peace, our body starts to self-regulate. I can talk more about that another time. It's very interesting.
It's really interesting. Now we're down at the lake.
Yeah, and I would like to invite you.
Final thing, right?
Yes, to make like a spring scream out of here. Because one thing that's very nice with the forest, that you can scream in a way that and you can shout, you can sing that you cannot do in the city. And if you want, you can scream at home and or sing or just and when you do it, you also call for spring and what else you want to attract in your life this spring. So
all right.
Sorry. I don't know if I should put off the mic now.
Yeah, you could probably do that, and I'll leave mine on.
Is it off?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll turn it off here as well.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can scream how much you like. Yes. Okay. I think we need to close now.
Wrap it up. Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for sharing this moment with us. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.